For the second week in a row, Devon has pulled in someone else to do his dirty work, and this week it is I. However, we start off episode 99 with Lazyilluminati, who's coming to terms with the reality of the dreaded Forza hopper lobbies, as his identical twin in a GTR lurking closely behind mistakes the brake pedal for his intelligence pedal, and pulls what we call a pro gamer move straight into the shadow realm of a million multiverses. Relatively impressive, but most definitely not the most effective way of taking a corner, it must be said. Now on to Spa, a track that needs no introduction, but it does need a lot of talent to master. Luckily, our driver Ditch Vision here has a little more than just talent, as the laws of physics nicely demonstrated. That's a flight I don't think he intended on booking. At number 5, we have the first ever Wreckfest clip in Idiots of the Week. A riser is making his way along smoothly and cleanly, just gently disposes of the car in front of him before he's met with a Volkswagen Beetle who just wishes life had worked out a little bit better for him. That one's gonna hurt. At number 4, we have OperationKronos, who is racing down the Molzon Straight. There may not be any chicanes to navigate, but he is met with a different kind of obstacle. A 5-year-old who's nicked his mum's family hatchback. As we get closer and closer, you can slowly see the Civic start to move over. However, a tiny Civic trying to block a giant Corvette is never going to end well. However, a neat tap in the rear and a little bit of controlled squiggling sees him off straight back into McDonald's car park where he came from. At number 3, we have TSM Schneider. I absolutely love this clip. I have seen it in advance, and it's a very typical Forza hopper lobby example. That being the chicanes at Suzuka. Everyone likes these. Nobody does. Nobody likes them. But as per usual, there is no sign of intelligent life anywhere, and it's hard to commentate what happens in this clip because there's just so much going on at once. It's an absolute mess. But I do feel that that alone explains everything that there is to be said. Well done, chaps. Well done. Number 2 is another classic, however this time we're on Project Cars 2. An infamous track really. However, this time the chaos is not in fact at the first corner like you might suspect, but instead happens slightly later down the road. And an online race starting this clean can only be a foreshadowing for something about to happen. And well, the rest kind of speaks for itself. And just like a missile, the Porsche is launched through the air. However, unlike a North Korean missile, this one actually hits something. Lastly, we have a good example of a brilliantly talented driver, demonstrating the art of entering a pit lane entrance. I can't imagine this is the most efficient nor the fastest way of pitting during a race, but hey, what do I know? He may have mastered the art of the race, and the art of entering the pit entrance, but it's hard to say that Formula Drift wouldn't be impressed with this last clip. To say he's lucky with that one is definitely an understatement. Just some additional clips. Draggers learns that there's karma in this world for putting a Red Bull paint on a Ferrari, as Forza 7's famously lumpy curbs have a word to say about this one, and violently strike again and send this poor lad into the air. It's a little bit harsh, don't you think? Maybe putting a Red Bull paint on a Ferrari was not a good idea, but I won't judge. However, when it comes to lumpy curbs, Snetterton really is a prime example of quality track design, mixed with a portion of alien abduction, and served with a side of flying Genettas. The final clip of the day, we join JonnyPinkfinger, a very serious name for a very serious driver, being approached by a rather pink-fronted Huracan itself, in the mirrors, who's looking very eager to pass. However, Johnny then realises there's a slightly bigger priority ahead.
Yep, I'm flying through the air, this is not good.
Subscribe, like the video, do the washing up, subscribe again, take out the washing, subscribe another time, do stuff. Just do it without being an idiot, will you? I've been Shiny, and thank you to Devon for having me.